How's it going, guys? I hope you guys having a great week. So I'm back today to react to the latest news on Cyberpunk 2077. So there was a live stream today at 5 p.m. Night City Wire, and sadly I didn't get to watch it live and sort of live stream it with you guys, and that's just because I work until 5, so I wasn't able to get home in time to share that with you. But I am going to watch it now. I've finally gotten sat down. I'm ready to watch this video and obviously react to it, give my impressions on it. I am so freaking hyped for this game. This for me is probably my most anticipated game of the year. I cannot wait. Massive fan of CD Projekt Red, and yeah, I'm just super hyped. So hopefully we'll get to see a lot in the game. So without further ado, let's just jump in. Let's not wait any longer, and let's see how Cyberpunk 2077 is shaping up.
You don't believe in no fate. Every day digging the grave. Step in the pit with the snakes. City of dreams, city of...
I'm really hyped for this. Oh my god, words cannot express.
Hello and welcome to this, the very first episode of Night City Wire, a brand new series from us at CD Projekt Red, where we'll be talking about all things Cyberpunk 2077. For today's episode, we'll be starting with a brand new trailer. One of our developers will be joining us to help unpack everything you're going to see. We'll have some news, an announcement about a secret collaboration. We'll be taking a look at some Braindance gameplay and welcoming back our developers just to have a chat about everything you're going to see.
Awesome.
But there is one more thing. Media all over the world have been getting hands-on with Cyberpunk 2077, and when this
dude, I'm so jealous. I would love to get my hands on this game. I'm so jealous. I would love to play this game.
It is time to take a look at our brand new trailer.
Oh my god.
After that, our lead quest designer, Pavel Sasko, will be joining us, because I've got a feeling you're going to have a few questions after watching this.
Oh yeah.
So, let's take a look.
So Holly is lovely. She used to work for PlayStation Access, and she's really nice.
Love this town.
And she's super passionate about games. She's just very genuine.
Ready to get your cherry popped? Yeah, come
on. Looks so
City
freaking
like
good.
any other, just bigger. Nah, mano, not just any other city. Legends are born here.
Oh, I'm so excited!
The Major Leagues.
I can't
Only
wait.
because Dex is pulling the strings. Doubt that puts us in the same league as them.
But we are. They just don't know it yet. But if you got the cojones and you know how to use them, you can do damn near
It just
anything.
looks so freaking
Unless you
shiny,
catch
doesn't
a
it? And it
Even then,
looks so
you go
good.
out with a bang, right?
Damn.
You know, you can make heaps more eddies as a motivational speaker.
Yo, Mr. V, a pleasure.
So what's the gig, Dex? You meant to come out in one piece? How about we go over the plan?
There's this prototype tech, a biochip to be precise. Job's to grab it.
Guessing it belongs to a corp.
Arasaka.
We're robbing some heavy hitters.
Thought you could blackmail me, fucker?
High risk, high reward. First rule of the afterlife.
Ka-ching, baby.
Goes without saying, we do this on the hush. Ideally, no bodies, not a one.
Sounds simple enough.
He's lit, assholes!
It's got so much friggin' characters, this game already, I can tell. It's full of character.
What the fuck just happened in there?
This is not a mediocre game. This is going to be potential game of the year. I'm guaranteeing it right now. If this doesn't get game of the year,
Oh my God, we're so
if this isn't amazing, I'll be so friggin' surprised. So I was always worried about it being first person, but that you wouldn't feel like
Game risk
involved, but
And you,
that
who are you?
sold me. Oh, Keanu. Damn, I'm ready. I am ready.
So the trailer contains footage from the game's prologue only, but there was an awful lot
just
in
the
it.
prologue?
So, Pavel, why don't you try and help us unpack everything that we just saw?
Holy crap.
Oh yeah, I mean, absolutely, I can try. So, what you have just seen is only the prologue of the game. So, that awesome stuff is only happening in the first few quests. What the
Jesus.
trailer shows you is really our stage, the Night City. You know, this gigantic city built of 6 completely unique districts,
it's just
surrounded by
so
the 7th one
good.
that we call the Badlands. As a player, you are meeting Jackie. Jackie's your friend. Now, they together are trying to reach out for something that is very precious. They are trying to reach out for this chip of immortality, this gateway to eternal life. Jackie introduces you to Fixer Dexter Deshawn. He's a very important person in a social ladder of Cyberpunk. He is able to provide the player with various jobs and contracts to be able to gather money, to be able to modify their bodies, push themselves to the limits, to put their hands on the chip. But as you can expect, not everything goes as planned, but to see it, you will have to play the game.
There are an awful lot of really cool things in this trailer, and there's a few that I would just love to talk about a little bit more for the people at home. So let's start with talking about a gang called the Mox. Now, we see a few flashes of them in this trailer. I personally think they're really cool and one of my favorites, but can you give us a little bit more information about them?
Oh yes, so the Mox is one of the gangs that player is going to interact with throughout the game. The Mox is the gang that has been formed in 2076 after death of Elizabeth Borden. She was called Lizzie. Now, she was an owner of a brothel and former sex worker, and she was protecting working guys and girls from harassment, from abuse, and the gang is really continuing her mission. And as a player, you are going to interact with that gang, meet multiple different NPCs, and craft your own relationship with them, and understand what they are all about.
So earlier on, you did mention a 7th district, a place called the Badlands. Now, we saw a few shots of this in the trailer, but I'd love for you to give us a bit more detail about the district outside of the city
love that
walls.
they're breaking down this trailer. That's so
Badlands
cool.
is this like dead, dried out space going around the whole Night City. And as a player, you'll be able to traverse that space in your car or motorcycle.
This
is a space that is
we haven't seen
inhabited
outside
by
Night City yet, so this is
living in
kind of awesome.
And they are
Shows that the world's going to be much
traveling
bigger than we
across that
thought.
space in convoys made out of the cars and motorcycles. And as a player, you'll be able to traverse and access different type of open world content that has been prepared specifically for you to get that awesome feel of the Badlands as an area.
Interesting.
In the trailer, we also saw like a completely metal creature. Now, he didn't look like he was from the Maelstrom gang. This looked like something else. So please tell the people at home, who is this giant metal monster?
Okay, so that big dude, that was Adam Smasher. He has been introduced in pen and paper in Cyberpunk 2020 by our senpai Mike Pondsmith.
Senpai.
Adam Smasher is a fully converted cyborg. He was always a loyalist of Arasaka. And time has changed, and in 2077 he had to find his own space in Night City, but to find out, you'll have to play the game.
It's so cool to see him
in
like
this trailer,
realized.
we do see some flashes of a Ripper doc called Victor Vector. I think if people have watched our previous gameplays, they might remember him. But I'd really like for you to give the people at home some more information about what Ripper docs are and how they'll be interacting with them when they play Cyberpunk.
So Ripper docs in our game, they are surgeons. They are like a specific type of a job in the social ladder of Cyberpunk. They are accustomed and specialized in replacing limbs to the metal ones. They can basically update your body, enhance your body, change you into this walking war machine. And as a player, you are going to meet different kind of Ripper docs in the game, craft your own relationship with them. Some of them are like important characters for a story. Through that, you will invest eddies that you're gathering to turn your body into this tool that allows you to survive on the streets of Night City.
Pavel, thank you so much for joining us. I know you'll be back later in the episode because you're going to be helping us to analyze the Braindance gameplay. But before that, we do have some news to share.
I love
Earlier
news.
in the year, we announced that if you pick up Cyberpunk 2077 on Xbox One, you'll be able to play it on Xbox Series X when the console launches. And just in case you missed it, it will be the same for PlayStation players as well.
That's awesome.
If you pick up Cyberpunk 2077 on PlayStation 4, you'll also be able to play it on PlayStation 5 when the console launches.
Fab.
And that's not all. There will be a free upgrade for Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5, but we'll have more details on that soon.
That's awesome, because I've actually pre-ordered the collector's edition on PS4
and welcome back
because I really want the statue.
Chat. There is just one more
but
thing
I want to play it on
announce.
PS5.
Something that we've been working on in secret for a while. We are very excited to announce our partnership with Studio Trigger and Netflix to bring you Cyberpunk Edgerunners, a standalone anime set in the Cyberpunk universe.
Oh my
we've been working
God,
on for
yes.
some time now.
Oh my
Edge
God,
Runners
yes.
is due to launch in 2022, but for some more information, let's go to the team in Tokyo.
Dude, that's awesome. Oh, it would have been cool if it come out before, just kind of set the world.
My name is Saya Elder. I am the Japan-based producer for Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
That's pretty
What I
cool.
do basically on this project is that I am a fixer, to put it in the words of the Cyberpunk universe. We are a game company. We are a bunch of nerds, and wherever there are nerds, there's going to be anime fans. So it was always a dream for us to make anime. When we began this project, we were certain that we didn't want to make a recreation of the game. Cyberpunk Edge Runners is a standalone story set in the same universe. The stage is still Night City, but everything else is totally new. New characters, new story. I do like to think that it's going to be a great gateway for newcomers to come and check Cyberpunk game and also the Cyberpunk genre as a whole.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Right now we're in Nakano, which is one of the biggest anime meccas of the world. I'm going to take you to Studio Trigger right now because we have the wonderful opportunity to talk to the dream team that will be bringing you this anime.
こんにちは。トリガーの代表取締役の大塚です。
監督の今石です。
キャラクターデザインを担当する吉成です。
ゲームのサイバーパンクのファンの方、今回初めて触れる方両方に満足していただけるようにアニメを作るつもりです。よろしくお願いします。
今回はそのサイバーパンクという僕らが10代の一ファンにしか過ぎなかった頃に生まれたジャンル、そういうジャンルのものをまた時代が何周もして作れるというのが非常に楽しみです。
トリガーも10年ということで、監督に今石、キャラクターデザインに吉成というトリガーの最強の布陣で、トリガー10周年にふさわしい作品にしていきたいと思います。お楽しみに。
Okay, I want to know what the anime style is going to be like. That would be kind of cool. 2020, 2022 on Netflix. That's kind of cool.
Now it is time to show you some
And
gameplay
how many episodes it's going to
of
be?
Braindance. This is a feature that you'll experience when you play Cyberpunk 2077. Braindance is essentially a recording of somebody else's experience. It allows you to relive their sense of sight, smell, touch, and even hearing, all thanks to a special device. After the gameplay, I will be welcoming back Pavel Sasko, and we'll also be joined by Patrick Mills, our senior quest designer and all-round lore master, who will be helping to answer your questions and give you some explanation on how you'll be interacting with Braindance when you play Cyberpunk 2077. So, let's take a look.
I'm really excited.
Do nothing odd. Don't
awesome.
You go
I
in,
can't wait
snatch
to
the
play
cash,
this game.
get out, and we sell the BD to those psycho freaks from the studio.
Got it.
And remember, everything on full blast. They'll spot us extra for a wicked adrenaline high. Okay, on you go.
Down, everybody, on the ground. I want to see you kissing the flooring. Money, now, or I will fucking drop you. I swear to God. Well,
so you can see the timeline going at the top.
Now, before I blow your fucking head off. Ah!
Slow, deep breaths. Your cortisol and adrenaline spiked, but the soft activated your hormone blockers. Nothing happened. You're alive and well.
I've got to say, the character designs, the facial animations look just incredible. They look so good to the characters. There's definitely no resting dead face or anything like that. There's definitely no my face is tired in this. It looks amazing.
Probably took a booster just before. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I love.
Got everything set up?
I love this.
Let's switch over to editing mode.
Huh. Okay.
I'll sever the link to the BD Roller's sensory array. You'll be able to look around freely.
Oh.
Seems yours. Full cam control in analysis mode, so move around, zoom in and out, whatever else you come up with. Think of it as your own little sandbox. So analysis mode, you control playback. Can even pause when you feel the need.
Then you use the editor console to unpause. Try it.
It's kind of cool. So it's kind of like to
Plan
sort of...
simple. Do nothing odd. Don't get creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out, and we sell the BD to those psycho freaks from the studio.
Got it.
Like some kind of like investigation mode, you know?
You can speed things up or rewind, whatever you like. Give it a try. Rewind, roll it back to the top. All good, neat. Now try fast forwarding a bit.
Plan simple. Do nothing odd. Don't be creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out.
Okay. You can also reset the recording. That'll take you right back to the beginning. Try it. Now for some fun. This here's why you came in the first place. In analysis mode, you get to view and even scan details of the enviro recorded by the BD roller.
Okay. There's a very Batman element to game investigation. Very Batman.
Plan simple. Do nothing odd. Don't get creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out. And we sell the BD to those psycho freaks from the studio. And remember,
okay, right here.
Yeah, it's very Batman.
Excellent. Let's move on. Now heads up. In analysis mode, you can ferret out background noise and conversations if the roller got close enough.
Wow.
This tech records everything, every little detail, even the sights and sounds the roller was never aware of. To see the sources of the recorded sensory signals, switch to the audio layer in the editor. Go ahead and try that now. Okay, good. Now you should see several sound signatures in the store. Choose one and hone in on it.
Pack of 6, case of Brosif, and a couple of zappers.
Okay. We have a deal today on 2 flavors. Curry and surf and turf. Everybody!
So, any thoughts?
Unbelievable. Seriously. Like what's happening right next to me.
Yeah, it's how BD recording implants work. They pick up everything, all the elements in the background. Then an editor tweaks them, makes them pop. Keep playing with the sound, explore it a bit. We'll move on when you get bored.
Visual layer. So you've
Wanna
got
see you kissing the flooring?
different layers down that you can see.
Sometimes you can analyze extra layers in the raw. Stuff the roller's cyberware picked up.
Like what?
Ev's got Kiroshi optics that grab infrared, meaning you should be able to grab heat signatures from her recording.
Huh. Hella nice.
Scanning works on peeps, too. Walk up to the wounded chick. Try scanning her. Alright, next thing. Scroll forward to the part where our artist gets a lead injection.
Quick hack. Tagging.
Where I will fucking drop you, I swear to God! Well, now! Fucking head off!
See that?
Ooh.
They shot him and he never saw it coming.
Who was that?
But you will. Here it comes. My favorite part of the game. See the blinking thing over the entrance? Surveillance cam. Must have caught our shooter. You'll see in a sec. Cam feeds to the screen behind the clerk. Roll back to where the screen's in the kid's field of vision, then scan it.
Dude, man, this is cool. I'm loving this. Wow.
His own Chumba shot him. Probably planned to all along.
Damn.
Must have got a nice slice of cred on the black market for a BD like this. BD freaks are ready to pay a preem for a real flatline. Anyway, if you've seen enough, you can exit.
That's a pretty cool game mechanic.
It's impressive, right? It's too bad most of the BDs we do here are only good for flogging the log.
So Braindance is a pretty big part of the Cyberpunk universe. It's not just something used for adult films. There is an awful lot to it. And there's 2 sides I'd really like you guys to help me explore. First is the lore, so how this actually fits into the universe. And then there's the gameplay side, so how players will be interacting with it. So, Patrick, could you tell us more about the lore of Braindance?
She's asking really good questions.
To.
Obviously, this is pre-rehearsed.
So in the world of Cyberpunk
I like
2077,
the questions that they're
Braindance was
through.
invented way back in the early 2000s at UC Santa Cruz. It was developed as a way of recording a person's experiences and then playing them back for someone else so that they could relive them as though it was happening to them. It was originally used for things like therapy and prisoner rehabilitation, but by 2077, it's become this global media industry, including things like movies, mass entertainment, things like that, video games, some interactive things, and of course, adult fare as well. Now, in our game, we deal a lot with black brain dances, or XBDs as we call them, and there are different types of those, but the one that you saw in the trailer just there was a flatliner. Now that's where the person recording it actually dies during the recording.
Jesus.
And it's popular with sort of an illicit kind of a thrill, but a mercenary can also use them for various things, and you'll see that in the game, of course.
And from the gameplay perspective, we have been working a lot throughout last years trying to figure out the best way how to use the Braindance in the game as a mechanics. So what we have settled on is this Braindance editor mode. As a player, you will be able to run the Braindance in the editor mode and see different clues that have been registered on the peripheral of given actor. Now, as a player, you can slide on the timeline of that recording, back and forth, trying to uncover different clues. And that clues are actually telling a story in the game. So, as a player, you will run different investigations that will lead you to different mysteries, and you will uncover them actually using that Braindance as a mechanics in the game.
Just like an investigation kind of thing.
As Pavel was
like
saying,
Batman.
we use Braindance as a storytelling
kind of
tool.
work,
It's not a
sort of,
collectible.
for
It's not
mercenary.
something where you're going to go in and you're going to play it and you're going to be like, I've seen this before. What we use Braindance for is to give you a keyhole into the life of the residents of Night City. And we can explore things like childhood trauma, religion, various philosophical ideas in a way that you might not otherwise experience in a story about a mercenary on the tough streets.
So we've tried to talk about some of the aspects that we think the community will find really exciting, but you know, while you're both here, I'd love to know, what is it about Cyberpunk that you guys are really excited for? Patrick, why don't you start?
So one of the things that I'm most excited about in this game is the characters and the way they interact with the world. We've got this really interesting world that stretches all the way back to the Cyberpunk 2020 source material and all of these events and all of those things, but those don't mean anything unless they connect with characters. And so when we come up with a character, we start with their function. What is this person? What do they do in the story? But we don't stop there. We go back and we figure out, what was their childhood like? What was their upbringing like? What kind of obstacles did they face in this harsh reality, and did they overcome them? And how did they overcome them, or did they not overcome them, and why? And you can see all of those things in their environment, in their dialogues, in sort of how they operate in the world. And we come up with that for all of our characters. Now, you look at someone like Victor Vector, and you're going to see stories about his past in his environment and in his dialogue. You know, we come up with that stuff even if we don't use it in the game, because it helps inform us as to who these characters are.
And for me, I would not be myself if I would not say that I'm the most excited about our quests. Like with our Witcher 3 team, with Patrick and like everybody that has stayed with us since the Witcher 3 time, we really have grown so much. We have learned so much, and we have used all that experience to put them into the quest that we have made.
That makes me
you will
excited,
not find
'cause
really
The
a
Witcher 3
filler
had
in this
fab-
game. Like everything
fab
has a meaning.
quests.
Like we put so much effort into making sure that everything is rewarding, is interesting, is talking about characters, as Patrick said, is talking about worlds, is talking about emotions, like touching the player in a really, like a real way. And I just can't wait to find out what you think.
Pavel, I know you mentioned story and quests and writing quests, and when I was last in the studio, I had a look and I saw a notebook on your desk, and I would love for you to show everybody this notebook.
Oh my God, what?
Okay, Holly,
Seriously?
You asked for it. So this is my notebook. It says Salsa Quest Designer. The reason is because I dance salsa and I'm a quest designer, so you know. So I started this notebook actually when we were really starting Cyberpunk. At the very beginning, I wrote like a first note, and it says, pretty much something along the lines of that we're starting with a prototype. And then, you know, I kept on basically noting things that we've been working on for like next
insane.
years. I remember once when our
crossed
concept
out.
artists actually approached me.
Retracted.
And they said that they want to take a look on my notebook. I was like, what for actually? And they took some pictures and they told me, yeah, well, you know, because we are looking for a reference material for notes of a psychopathic killer. Yeah, well, you may find maybe some of my notes in the game.
Pavel and Patrick, thank you so much for joining me. I'm pretty lucky because I have read some of the stories that you and the team have written for Braindance, and I'm pretty excited for people to discover them.
Dude,
but before we do finish today's episode, there is just
oh my god,
one
it's already
more
nearly
thing
over.
I'd like to talk about.
What?
Earlier in this episode, I mentioned that media have been getting hands-on with the opening of Cyberpunk 2077, and they should be posting their impressions right about now. And if you missed anything from today's episode, don't worry, we'll be uploading everything to our channels very soon. And finally, on behalf of everybody at CD Projekt Red, we just want to say thank you so much for joining us for this, the very first episode of Night City Wire. But don't worry, we'll be back with episode 2 in just a few weeks. So, we shall see you soon.
Okay, that was interesting. So, I'm still hyped. I'm still incredibly hyped for this game. The opening story trailer, oh my god, it just looks so incredible. I feel like they've actually improved on, not that it needed it, but I feel like the facial animations and the character animations just seem crisper and seem to pop more and seem really good. One of the things that CD Projekt does really well is their side cast of characters, their NPCs in the world. Even in The Witcher 3, every NPC, every character that you come across felt very different, felt very real, the world felt very lived in. And it seems like Cyberpunk 2077 is going to be exactly the same as that. So that's really cool. I can't believe that trailer, which was proper action-packed, is just the prologue of the game. That just blows my mind, which is insane. When I first heard that Cyberpunk 2077 was going to be first person, I was really reticent because I like to see my character in an RPG. But you know what? Having looked at that, I'm not worried because I don't think it's going to affect our immersion. I think it's going to feel like we're closer to the action, and we might pick up details that we wouldn't have otherwise picked up in a third person, from a third person camera. So I think even more sold on it being first person, which is really, really cool. The Braindance sounds interesting as a game mechanic. I'm surprised that they showed that, particularly in the first episode. I thought really in the first episode they might focus on just on Night City, maybe. I thought that's what they were going to do, show all the different districts of Night City in a little bit more detail to give you a bit more flavour of the world. I like that they went out of Night City. That was kind of cool and showed you sort of another open world area. So that was kind of awesome. Or, you know, maybe I thought they might go into more detail on the different classes that you can choose or really show us character customization in a lot more detail. So I'm really surprised that they chose to show the Braindance game mechanic in their first episode. I was interested. It looks like a cool mechanic. I wasn't blown away by it. You know, it just feels very Batman Arkham-esque, you know, and this idea of like rewinding back through scenes and like looking for all different clues. I love the fact that you have like the 3 like visual, audio, 3 different kind of trees that you can select on and filter out sounds and stuff. So that sounds really cool. As a mercenary, it would be a great gameplay mechanic. I think it sounds really, really cool. Not sure I would have spent as much time on that though. I feel like maybe the first episode could have sort of set the scene of Night City and a little bit about the backdrop, you know, how we get to where we are at. So I feel like that could have been a thing, or they could have maybe focused it on V, give us a little bit more information about our main character, who V is. and that kind of thing. But I'm still excited. I'm still really excited for this game, and I'm excited for future episodes. I hope they don't stream them every time at 5 p.m. because I would really love to actually watch this live with you guys and just sort of see your comments and see your reactions. I would really, really love that. So yeah, I suppose that's the only downside to this, but I'm totally hyped for Cyberpunk 2077. I am going to be doing Cyberpunk lore videos without a doubt. I've ordered a lore book which is set to be released in July, so I am going to be doing in-depth lore videos where I'm going to be exploring different elements of the cyberpunk lore, the cyberpunk world, and really kind of setting the scene for you guys and giving you a little bit more information so that you're armed with more information going into the game, so maybe it helps you make a more informed decision about what particular class you're wanting to play or what Night City is, who these groups are. You probably will learn that, I'm sure, as part of the game, because CD Projekt Red are very good when it comes to sort of their lore and really, you know, incorporating that into the gameplay development. But I'm definitely going to be doing a lore series because I am super hyped, super passionate about Cyberpunk 2077. Can't wait to play this game. I am going to admit I am jealous of all those big YouTubers and media outlets that have gotten hands-on with the game and been able to play the prologue. I am so freaking jealous. I really am. I would kill to get hands-on with this game and play it and obviously give my impressions on it. Hey. I'm still going to check those reviews out and check out what people are saying and see people geeking out. It will still be awesome. But yeah, Cyberpunk 27, guys. Oh my God, I am ready. Please, I can't wait to play this game. It's going to be utterly amazing. November cannot come soon enough for me. I hope this is coming out November the 19th. I anticipate that the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X is going to come out around about the same time. So I'm still going to get the collector's edition on PS4 because I want to support CD Projekt Red with that, and I really want to get that statue. But then I'm probably going to get the upgraded version on PlayStation 5 and actually play it on PS5, which will hopefully support 4K resolution at 60 frames per second. That would be really cool. I really want to experience everything that this game has to offer. So there we go, guys. There is the first, Night City Wire stream from CD Projekt Red. What did you guys think of the stream? What did you guys think of the content? Did you enjoy it? What are your thoughts on Cyberpunk 2077? Are you as hyped as I am? Let me know in the comment section below. Hope you guys are having a great week, of course. I will catch you guys again soon. I'm going to have more Last of Us Part 2 videos uploading every day. I'll be uploading a video, so look forward to that, and hope you guys are enjoying that Let's Play series at the moment. Anyway, hope you guys have a great week. Take care, and as always, happy gaming. Bye, guys.